Welcome back and happy Thursday. For those of you who love the snow, happy snow day. Last week I told you there was a possibility that I was going to pivot and give you some tips and pointers on what you need to do to start your home buying process. Some of those things I shared was fixing your credit. We can discuss savings because that is important. I am Tashana Norrell, the educational realtor here in the state of Michigan with eXp Realty. And I'm just going to break down just a few steps that we can start with. Today's video is going to be kind of short, and next week we're going to take a deeper dive in what you can do for saving. Now, the first thing I want you all to do is know your target. Before you even consider buying a home, you already have in your mind you want, let's say, 4 bedrooms, 2 bath, big yard, central air, 2-car garage, basement, no basement, certain style. You have an idea in your head of what your want is. So once you figured out this is what I want, you probably did what I did, what other people have done. You've gone on to these home websites and you've put your criteria in, and it gives you a price point of what this may cost, depending on location. So let's say, I'm looking for 3, 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, finished basement, 2-car garage, etc. Well, as I'm looking in a certain area, this is showing me homes starting at 250,000. So in my head, okay, that's my goal. I'm looking at houses that are 250,000 based on my wants. When you are thinking of saving, you think of with that price point, the down payment is usually 3.5%. So what you need to do is take 250,000 or whatever price point that you're looking at. Take that number, multiply it by 3.5%. That's going to give you a down payment amount. So with 250,000, 3.5% down is $8,750. Now I have a calculator right here, so I've already done the math. So that's going to be my goal. $250,000 house with the wants, 3.5% down. I need to save $8,750. That's my goal. That's my target. That's where you want to start. Next thing I'm like, okay, is this possible? So now you need to look at your credit. Pull your credit. There are so many free credit report programs out there that you can just pull it, get an idea, see where your credit is at. You're looking at 3 numbers. Pull it and see where you fall. Are you in the low range? Are you in the mid range? Are you in the high range? If you are in the mid, let's say you're at a 600. Now I'm going to give you a goal. I want you to at least be at 640. A lot of lenders can work with 640. There are some lenders that can do under that, between 580 and above. But depending on your needs, your wants, if you're looking for down payment assistance, let's shoot for credit score of 640. That's your goal right there. Like I said, next week we're going to break it down even more, but I just want to give you a few steps. So first, target. Second, check your credit. Next step, we need a separate housing account. How you choose to save your money is up to you, whatever is easier to you. I can share what I did. I had a goal, and I don't know, randomly, I came up with this random number and said, I'm going to save $400 additionally out of each check because I didn't want my payments. I didn't want to pay more than $800 a month. I could have, that was just something in my head like, okay, I want to save an extra $400 a month. So I started a separate savings account, and what I did, I set up with my job, I had $400 out of each check go into a savings account that I didn't touch. This comes with discipline and budget because now you're looking at your check being, in my case, $400 less than what I was normally using, which is fine because now I'm restructuring. I'm disciplining myself because the goal is to buy a house. So step one, remember goal. Step two, look at your credit. Three, open a separate house account. Label it house fund, even if you are setting money to the side, and we will discuss why I don't want you to keep money in the house later, but that's for another day. This money you do not touch, not even for emergencies, not before, oh, this came up, I need to spend it. Don't touch it. This is for your house fund. Remember, discipline. Next, what you are going to have to do in order to save this amount of money is you need to cut some of those expenses. So look at your bank statement. How many subscriptions are you paying? Are you paying for Amazon Prime? Are you paying for Netflix? Are you paying for HBO Max? And I'm just throwing those out there. Whatever subscriptions that you have, whatever monthly subscriptions that you have, do you need them? Can you pause them? More than likely you can. I'm pretty sure there are a lot of streaming apps that you're paying for that you forgot you set up. You did a free trial and forgot to cancel it. I know I've done it. So I need you to pause those because now you're looking at if you're paying $150 for subscriptions, pause them because now you can take that $150, put into your housing fund. Next thing you need to cut is eating out. I know you like to treat yourself because I did too, but when you have a goal in mind, you have to put steps in place in order to meet those goals. So if that means instead of running to a fast food restaurant when you get off work or on your lunch break, take your lunch, take extra. If you try to eat food on your way to work, you didn't eat all your food on your first break, but the goal is to stop eating out. For what I did, I used to do this, and it's something like I said I was going to start back up, but you can pick a month. I used to pick January, and I would tell my kids it's no fast food, no eating out January. And honestly, when we did that, I literally saved an extra $300. You don't realize how much you spend because $20, $10, $15, that adds up. So you're thinking of what you spend out a day, a week, a month in eating out. That can actually go to your housing fund. And not to say you have to do it all the time, but you need to cut back. One thing that you could consider is your tax refund. Save it, put it in your housing fund. If you get a bonus from your job, let's say you get a 3% raise on your check. Look at what you're making now and how much you're making after that raise. That additional money from that raise, put it into your housing fund because you were already living off of this amount and then you got that 3% raise. That 3% can be looked at as extra. Put it in your housing fund. And if you get any bonuses from work, if you have any side hustles, save it. This will get you to your goal quicker. And I'm saying quicker because let's just say you have a time frame in mind. Let's just say you are currently renting and you're trying to get out of your lease or you don't want to renew your lease. So you might be in a time crunch. Um, Cutbacks will be your top priority and saving. So if you usually hang out with your friends every weekend, that might be something you need to cut back on. And lastly, this is something that is most important, and I think it will help everybody out. Don't tell the world you are buying a house. Everyone is not happy for you. And this is what I'm going to leave you with. If your plan is to buy a house, if you're starting this process, keep it to yourself. No one needs to know. You can share that information when you get your keys, when you open up your door. No one needs to know your process. Everybody is not happy for you. They'll smile in your face. But what we need to do, we want to make sure that there's no negative energy coming your way. You may already have doubts. You don't need any additional doubts coming your way. You don't want anyone speaking negative. They may not say it in your face, but you don't know what they're saying behind your back. So, going through this process, do not share your goal. Once you reach your goal, then you can share your testimony. Again, I am Tashana Norell, the educational realtor with eXp Realty here in the state of Michigan. And I know like always, I'm dumping a lot of information on you. I know I said this video wasn't going to be long, but clearly it may be a little longer. But we're going to take a deep dive because it's important to me that you know the steps in order to purchase a home. I want everyone to feel like it is an option for them. Do not think that you can't do this, but you do have to do the work. So next week we will discuss saving and looking at your credit again. We're going to take a deep dive into those, and I might split it up into 2 sessions. So again, like I said, if you enjoy the snow, happy snow day. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will talk to you all next week.